So we have this guy, Andy Cortez. I've never heard of him. I don't know if I should have. I don't know. Um, who is apparently trying to gaslight people who don't like DEI. Now, I've said before, and I'll say it again, and I don't even know why I bother because no one ever seems to listen. We do not care about representation in gaming or movies. We just find it rather odd that they care so much, and this has only been a thing for the last couple of years. And every time you see these diverse characters, they're always stereotypes. Think of think of a movie, a game, or whatever. Think of a gay character. How many times have you seen a masculine gay character? You want real representation, right? Why are they always written flamboyantly? What about, oh, we need strong black women? Well, one, why do they always tend to make those strong black women overweight? And why do they make them all the same? As a stereotype, if you white people want to go in there and get your asses killed, you can do that. My black ass is staying right out here where it's safe. How many times have you seen that character? Fathers. You know, how many over, you watch commercials or whatever, and you've got the father like, the me dum dum, me not know how do think without female creature. And the woman's like, how many times have you seen that? How many times have you seen a Southern, like I live in the South, a Southern character portrayed as some, I'm a dumb redneck who had sex with my sister. You better get off my lawn, you, and insert racial racial slur. How many times? That's the problem. We don't care about diversity. The fact is, these people aren't capable of writing real diversity. And that's what we've been saying. It's forced. It's not genuine.
You fucking need DEI because you wouldn't have jobs if DEI didn't exist to complain about. You wouldn't be making money on YouTube if DEI didn't exist. So you're really the ones that need it. Unless your game has only white dudes. If you have a woman, she better be fucking hot.
Yeah.
Get an ugly woman out of my game.
No, people don't have a problem with, less than savory women. But the fact is, we found that Westerners, Western gaming companies are afraid of having strong, powerful women who are beautiful. Every time you see them, they've always got the man chin going on. They're built like men. And it's like, why are you so afraid of feminine, women being strong and empowered? Why do they always have to look like men and possess? Like you're trying to empower women and say that, you're strong and an individual, but then you give them manly traits. I mean, you're trying to fight the patriarchy by making them look like they're a part of the patriarchy. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And this is the stuff we're calling out. And people are like, oh, you're just a phobism. No, maybe you're just a Riri. Maybe you're just a Riri who refuses to listen. We don't care if the female character is female. We don't care if they're black, white, gay, trans, two-spirited, a freaking spider. We don't care. Just make good written characters. Not that hard. Not that freaking hard. Stop writing stereotypes. Again, you have, we're so diverse, we have gay character. It's a stereotypical gay character. That doesn't reflect the real world. Not every gay person, like not every gay man is like, hey guys, I'm super today. Oh my God, look at me. I'm just feeling fabulous. Not every gay man is like that. But nope, that's how you keep writing them. Not every black woman is, well, you can kiss my black ass. Not every black woman is like that. Not every father is the me not know how do things, female creature know here. But yet that's how you keep writing them. So we're not complaining about the representation. We're talking about how you're portraying them and how they're always stereotyped and how it's so forced in everything now. Every game that comes out now, or movie or whatever has to have this forced representation, and those forced diverse characters are always the worst written. Every single time. Every time. If you look at that whole cast of characters, those diverse characters are always the worst written because they made their whatever, them being black or gay or whatever, they made that their entire personality. And you can't give a personality to someone based solely on their skin color or their gender or who they prefer to fuck. That's not a personality, but that's what these writers do. And because of that, the character suffers. So having representation doesn't matter if it's just going to be a stereotype or a poorly written character whose entire personality is just their skin color, how they identify, and who they want to fuck.
That lady better be super smoking hot. Yep. That's the way they think, right? Back in the day, game development studios were primarily white dudes, and they didn't really think about diversity. And that's one thing, right?
Back in the day, companies also considered and were more worried about, making good games. But not now. Now everything's got to have something shoved into it, like ideological bullcrap shoved into it. That's what people are also complaining about. We've had almost 40 years of just good games. Game companies, Ubisoft, BioWare, EA, Activision, all these companies were great back in the day. And now every one of their games just, why? Because of the forced DEI. When all they have to do is just focus on a good game. If they're going to have diverse characters, make them good characters. Give them more of a character than just, they're black, they're bi, they're this, they're that. Because that's not a character trait. That's not a personality. And again, I'm still going to be the one who's getting called the phobist and ism here. And again, maybe you guys are just rereads then. If you're hearing what I'm saying and still think that I'm the phobist or ism, you're just a reread. And maybe you're just so close at the side of love and tolerance and the we're college educated. Maybe you're truly the uneducated ones. Just think of that. Because no normal sane person would listen to me and think that I'm being phobic or an ist or ism. They're like, yeah, actually, he's right. If you look in the past just 5-10 years. So if you listen to this and hear this and think that I'm being the phobe here, why don't you go complain to the writers who are writing characters as stereotypes? If you're a gay man, you should be pissed off that you really never see masculine gay characters. Instead, you just see, hey guys, hey bitches. You see those kinds of gay characters. If you're a black woman, you should be pissed off that you keep seeing these sassy black women and usually overweight. You should be complaining about that, not complaining at the guy who's calling it out and defending you. But no, I'm the problem here.
It was a lot rarer to find non-white dudes in game development. And as that changes and as college and learning and all that stuff kind of becomes more ubiquitous and more available for everybody, more and more people from different walks of life want to get into game development.
Yeah.
And then what happens then?
They're making the characters the people that they know, that they the things that they see.
And it's
just like the white people do.
just like you put yourself into stories, right?
Yeah.
And I talked about that with Dragon Age Veilguard, how the game director, Corinne Bush, she's a trans woman. And sometimes in games, you just...
Yeah, Dragon Age Veilguard, Tosh is the most annoying character. She's clearly a self-insert, whining, complaining about how nobody understands her and how she doesn't feel right in her body, being non-binary and this and that. Clearly a self-insert. And she is so terribly written because of it. And that's what we're talking about. If she was having some identity crisis and she was using terms that her people were using instead of real world terms, we might have been able to tolerate it more. But no, she's using real world terms in a realm, in a game that those words don't really exist. That the term non-binary don't really exist in that world. They have words in their own, their people have their own type of kind of concept of it, but not non-binary. So if it was in a way more of, struggling with her crisis and using terms and words that her people use rather than modern day real world crap, it would have been more tolerable. but it's not, because they can't help themselves but shove that in there. She was clearly a self-insert. Clearly a self-insert.
Put in your own sort of experiences, and that's so natural to happen.
That's what art is.
It's nothing that's supposed to offend anybody. It's supposed to be, hey, fucking walk around and look around. The world has everybody. Your game's having it, shouldn't.
Your world has everybody. Wow. Move over, Socrates, Plato, Confucius. This guy, he's waltzing on in and he's just slapping all ya up in here. We got a philosophical genius right here. No one's denying that the world is diverse. Obviously. No one is saying that diversity in games shouldn't exist. We're tired of poorly written characters who are there for the sole purpose of being diverse. Again, when you take a character and make their entire personality and their entire character based on their skin color or how they identify, that's not a good character. You know, if you're going to be spending hours playing a game and following this character, you need a reason to care about them apart from, well, they identify as this. Their skin color is black. If you're going to be watching a movie for 2 hours or watching a TV series for, 3-4 seasons, the characters that you follow, you need a reason to care about them apart from how they identify. What drives them? What's their actual personality? What are their likes? What are their dislikes? What do they do, about the troubles that they suffer every day? Normal human things that allow us to connect with them. Saying a character is gay is not going to make me connect with the character. And again, I'm not saying anything crazy here. This is common sense stuff that most normal people feel. And yet there's always those weirdos that are going to sit there and call you a phobus and ism, despite the fact that you're saying nothing but pure logic. Saying nothing that's offensive, but just, we're tired of bad written characters. You can have your gay characters and your black characters. Just make them good. Just make them good. That's all we're asking for. Like, it's not that hard. And that's why I've said, like, when it came to to Tomb Raider, I said Melanie Mack knows that character better probably than anyone in that freaking writing staff. She could go in and alone make a better written Lara Croft show, a Tomb Raider show, than any of those people in there, because she understands the character and she knows how Lara Croft should be. And she's not going to make Lara Croft I'm crying all the time and I have daddy issues. No, she's going to make Lara Croft the way we know her, the way she deserves to be, the way she is. So it's not a hard concept. Just make good characters. Stop focusing on the personality trait being they're black, they're bi, they're this, they're that. Stop selling your game as, oh, we have the first non-binary. Just stop. Just freaking stop. Just stop. Okay? Write good characters. If they're gay, they're bi, whatever. Stop trying to promote it and try to bring that in, as a drawing point. And your money will make itself. These games will make the good games, make good characters, and your game will basically be a money printing machine. That's all we've been saying. That's all we've been saying. But you have a bunch of dipshits in these companies. You're just a phobist and isms. You don't like it, don't play. It's not for you. You're just a bunch of bigoted, Donald far-right extremists. It's like, bitch, we're just telling you to write a good character here. Okay, we're not telling you to freaking cure cancer. We're not telling you to send people to the freaking space. We're telling you to just write a good character. That's all we're doing. If it's a trans character, great. Just make sure they're good. They're well written. But no, what do we know? We're just I'm defending the communities, but no, I'm just a phobus and ism here. While no one says anything to these writers who are writing you all as freaking stereotypes. No, I'm the problem here. I'm the problem here. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.